I know, here's another one. Sometimes they're soon and sometimes they're not so soon, meaning one after another for these updates. Part 14, after 13, we made it through 13. Hey, isn't that amazing? Anyway, this one's for an old friend of mine, Lawrence Stoen, who's frequented the Indy 500. This will be his 38th time with his wife Tammy. They were married there. Lawrence actually came by yesterday with his daughter Carly to bring me this Indy hat, which is appropriate for the month of May. Needless to say, I was a chief mechanic, a crew chief at Indy in 1980 and 81 with the infamous Whittington brothers. So Lawrence brings this hat for the month of May. Thanks so much, and I'll wear it proudly, Lawrence. And we'll talk about now what we're doing in 14. And basically, it's not to show the glory of this great 917, it's to show how things have to be done to be restored. This inside wheel arch panel is just about ready to come out. I'm going to put some patches on it before it actually gets tore out of the car, but we will save this. This is original to the car. And you can see that the grinding and the grinding and the grinding and grinding, I mean, this is itch factor 10,000. You don't get to see me doing it that much, but this is days and weeks of grinding. You can see the shrapnel on the floor. Here are some of the inside panels. This is the support that holds the fender on that's been taken from piece to piece. You can see the hole here where that used to be. It's actually not in the right location anyway, but remember, this nose has been knocked off a couple times, so there's lots to be changed. These are some of the tools of the trade. This is the long die grinder. It's a very, very respected part. That little 2-inch die grinder, it's a roll-lock 3M disc. We go through these like shit through a goose. Various die grinders, of course the saw and the chisel scrape to do it. Now, when all this is being reapplied, these are the factory materials that are used. This is just regular old mat. This is 3/4 ounce mat. This would be what would go down in the mold first. And then there were two different types of fiberglasses used. There's basically a 4 or 6 ounce twill, or what we call an S-weave. And then we have the lightweight stuff, which is about 3 ounce, which is the same thing. This material is made in Switzerland, and the factory uses it. So we use all the materials that were made originally, or used to make the parts originally. But those are just kind of the sample pieces. We really stride ourselves on getting all these parts right. You can come over here and look and see, this is the one wheel arch that's already now been taken out inside the front wheel well. Not so good looking, but it's already started to go through the repair job. These are the little straps that hold it to the pipes everywhere. Now I have to take all that off, reskin it, and then put it back in so it looks brand new. Needless to say, this is days and days of grinding and remaking so we can use the original part. You can see the shrapnel, we save all this stuff. This is aluminum honeycomb. This was evidently replaced on one of the nose repairs. That isn't correct. It's Nomex honeycomb, not aluminum. But for racing purposes, it was fine. This is all the stuff we saved. These are the little straps that hold the firewall to the pipes on inside here. I save all this. Again, you can see through here the black paint that's underneath to show that the original part of the chassis was black. And as this has been cleaned out, you can pan inside here. You can see there's the gauge for the pressure. We never took it out, and we'll show you how that works. But you can see black paint underneath all of the dashboard area where they couldn't get the gray paint when they rebuilt it 1 or 2 times through its life. But there's the gauge, and this is the mount for the safety switch. These are all original parts. You can glom down inside here. We will not take the roof section off the car. We're going to leave the firewall and the roof alone. So basically we're going to cut the nose off exactly where it was cut off when the car was repaired. That way we can get it on the frame table, because the nose is just a little lower than the frame tubes themselves. Besides, remember, I'm going to media blast this thing in the next couple of days before it goes on the table, but all the fiberglass in the nose ring will come off. So anyway, I'm going to take this other inside wheel well out. and then do a little more grinding, then we'll come back to the camera before I take the body off. Until then, hey, here we are back to 14. Big day. The nose is coming off. Lots of work to prepare. Sawing, you can see the mess that has been left everywhere. We have Bill and Brett taking off their job. They're finishing the 962-102, the Bob Aiken car. The only guy grinding more than me on fiberglass is Bill, while the Bretsky is doing the fab
means
work.
I itch just as much.
That's right. Different itch. Anyway, go ahead, guys. Up she goes. That is the first time it's been free since it was crashed. They'll walk right above the car. Thank you, boys. Welcome. So you can see, now it's, you see as much as I'm seeing now. You pan in here and just see the detail of the ugliness, but it's really gorgeous. You can see now all the black paint that remained that was underneath. Stabilizer perches here, so famously known that it was a coupe the whole time, is a windshield wiper bracket. Now look here, you can see this little ear here? Well, in the wreck, one of the wrecks, they welded a new piece on, and this is a bridge to connect the two. Rather than put a sleeve in there and rosette weld it, this is a bridge. We couldn't figure out what that was until about a month after we got in the car. Again, there's seams all the way up front here where this piece was added on. Right from here. This is all still original from this point back. This is all original. The dash, of course, will come out, and we'll start the media blasting. But you can see we left the roof on because it's indexed. We'll fit the tail on while it's on the table, because remember, we have to replace all these back bars for the luggage boxes which go back here. So all that will be done, but it keeps indexed. The Clecos are holding this in line here, and it's still glassed on from the factory at this point. We basically cut it off where it was cut off when the nose was replaced, you know, right after the long. So anyway, we'll media blast tomorrow. Big day for us to get this off. Thanks, happy birthday on the 11th to Lawrence. Good luck at Indy. I hope your favorite car wins, and if it doesn't, oh well. Anyway, cheers to everybody. See you in the sandblast zone tomorrow.